Hi, and welcome to Astro Bites for Friday, the 16th of August 2024. Well, so we still today have this Mars square Saturn. And that's okay, because after yesterday, we will be getting used to this kind of quite challenging energy. It's a little bit like feeling trapped, encased. It's as if someone is restricting you and you want to break out and you want to break free. It may be your circumstances that are restricting you. It's interesting because here in Gozo, we had a public holiday yesterday, the 15th. It's called Santa Maria. It's a big festa all around Malta and Gozo, and also I think around most of the Catholic countries. And so the island is heaving, not only with tourists, but with a lot of locals and Maltese that come over to spend the week here. So what happens is, as a local to Gozo, we all rush out and get all our shopping done and all our errands done before the beginning of the week of Santa Maria, so that we don't have to go out anywhere, because it is the proverbial nightmare. And so I've kind of, along with a lot of other people, put myself in an enforced kind of lockdown, just till beyond this coming weekend, beyond the full moon. And then it'll be okay. I can start going out and about again. But there's something about, and we had this, of course, in the pandemic, an enforced lockdown. Do I like it? No, it's driving me mad. Do I go out much anyway? Not a lot, actually, because I'm quite happy staying here in my apartment, but not because I've got to. So because I've got to, or at least it makes my life a lot easier to stay here rather than go out there and try and find somewhere to park or battle for a taxi or whatever else. So what I'm saying is, this Saturn square Mars is like the restrictions we can feel and the feeling of wanting to break out. Sometimes this happens in, say, relationship situations where we feel really restricted by, say, a partner, and we want to kind of break out and say, oh, for goodness sake, go and mow the lawn, or go and sweep the leaves up, or go and, I don't know, go and play tennis, play golf, do something. So there's something about this energy that is restrictive. Now, that can also come on a kind of personal level. So on a personal level, we might find that we are actually by now, because of that Mars-Jupiter conjunction earlier in the week, being very mindful of what we say and how we say it to others. And that can also be very frustrating, because it could be that you're being provoked or goaded into a heated debate or argument with someone, and maybe you just don't want to go down that path, and that's absolutely fine. You have absolutely every right to do what you're doing and not go down that path. The moon, if you remember, is in Capricorn, and the moon is still making some aspects which are, it is actually squaring Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So there's something here with this moon in Capricorn about wanting to break through and find a way to make sense of that which does not make sense. Well, of course, there's a lot in life that never makes sense. There's a lot in our dealings with each other that we can't fathom, that we can't make head nor tail of. There's a lot going on the world stage that we really do not kind of understand. And, you know, we get led down all the conspiracy theory paths and, you know, maybe look at a few things on YouTube, and that just gets us probably more wound up, instead of actually trying to assess and intuit our own evidence. So it's actually quite tough kind of energy. So since Wednesday, when we had that Mars-Jupiter conjunction, the energy has really got quite tough, quite difficult. And I have a word for the day, and I thought one of the words that I'm not sure I've ever actually brought up, I'm not sure, is love. Well, don't we need that? All you need is love, as the Beatles sang. Make love, not war. And also, how much do you love who you are? How much do you love you? Because, you know, sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. And sometimes we just need to be reminded that if we can't be our own best friend, then how do we expect anyone else to respect us or be our friend, be our loving friend? If we love ourselves, then it makes it easier for others to also love us, because we send out this radiant light of love. And maybe that's what we have to intend today, to actually intend a sense, a state of love. And I know it can sound a little bit kind of, I don't know, I was going to say new agey, but, you know, we do need to shift our energies and our frequency into the energy of love. And if we can intend that for the planet and everybody on it, it would be a good start, wouldn't it? There we go. So please remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I will be back tomorrow with another Astro Bite. See you then. Bye for now.